as a child, if my parents would have asked if I would take over the business, I would have said, hell no.
You don't you don't meet a lot of 4th generation business.
You don't. Yeah.
Um,
You
this
don't.
this
First, the
success
third generation is the one that screws up, though. Anytime that I can be outside, I am a happy camper. So hiking, gardening, that I wouldn't say gardening like planting flowers. I'm saying like tearing things apart and putting it back together, organized. Love doing that kind of stuff. I'm firm believer in red light, green light. If you've ever read the book by Matthew McConaughey, like the Matthew McConaughey, Green Lights, I read that. Actually, I listened to it and I was like, he's right. When it's a green light, you know that it's easy. You don't have to struggle so much. You know you're on the right path. And the red lights are there to teach you a lesson. So one of my red lights, like I said, this has been in my family my entire life. So I really don't know anything different. And I'm a military spouse. My husband served 23 years in the Army. And one of the places that we lived, we both purchased a house and always showed my dad my insurance policy. And he would say, you need this, 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 and this, but nothing is ever going to happen to you, right? Like, ever, until you get hit by a tornado and you have the cheapest insurance possible. And you spend a year living in your dream home with boarded up windows and no carpet. Like, no one expects to be hit by a freaking tornado, but it happens. And
Right.
I'm listening to the news, they're talking about streets that are getting closer and closer to me. I'm like, shit, that happen.
Yeah.
Sure enough, it did. But the second scary part was, and I knew it was bad, that when I got up to look up the stairs, was I going to see nothing? So at the time, I thought it was a red light, and now 100% it was a green light to the next path of what I was supposed to be doing. What am I doing? This can't be how this is. I have all this experience. I'm an OSHA trainer. I've been through a tornado. Like, I know insurance. This just can't be. So that I had to learn that super quick. And I doubted myself for a year, thinking, this not gonna, and I wanted to quit about 25 million times, like every entrepreneur.